Morning. Good morning, students. We are over here with a small concept of science, that is cell division. Students, for understanding the cell division, first we are supposed to answer these two questions, that is, what is cell division and why cell division is required. Now, what is cell division? Cell division, that is, our body grows, and for growing number of cells has to come together, then only the size is going to increase. So new and new cell has to be added so that the growth of the body takes place. From where does this cell come? We do not have factory in our body that they go on producing cell and then the cell will be added. So for this there is a process of cell division, that is, the pre-existing cell divide into two and both the cell grow back to its maturity size. Again those two cells are going to divide and again it is, so total 4 from 1. First 2 cell form, then 4 cell, and again 4 cell will be dividing, and again 8. So this way the cells goes on getting added, and this is how the body grow. So for growth of the body, especially, cell division is required. The second reason for why cell division is required is, in our body when the the body is working, the effectiveness of the cell slowly gradually decreases. So to such cell we say they are called worn out cell, WORN, worn out cell. So this worn out cell has to be thrown out of the body and a new cell has to be replaced. So for this purpose also we require the cells to be added or the new cells to be formed. Clear, students? So this is why the cell division is required. Okay, so why cell division we have already answered. Now let us go for different types of cell division. Types of cell division, that is, in our body there are two types of cell. One type of cell is called somatic cell. I'll just clean up the board over here, students. So the first type is, say, somatic cell, and the other is called reproductive cell. So what are somatic cells? Somatic cells are all the cells which do not take part in reproduction, while reproductive cells are all the gametes. What we say is, sperm and ova. Sperm and ova are the two gametes, are the two gametic cell. Clear? So this ova and sperm, they are going to take part in reproduction, while all other cells, say for example stomach cell or the nerve cell or the excretory cell, that is nephron, and all those, they do not take part in reproduction. Correct? So all those cells are called somatic cell, while only gametes, that is sperm and ova, or you can say egg, they are said to be reproductive cell. Clear, students? There are two types of cell division, say mitosis and meiosis. Mitotic cell division, generally all the somatic cells, they divide by mitotic cell division. Only reproductive cell divide by meiotic cell division. There is special reason why reproductive cell doesn't divide by mitotic cell division and why reproductive cell by meiotic cell division. So let us go for that. What is mitotic cell division and what is meiotic cell division? For understanding this cell division, that is the types of cell division, we require first to just freshen up the structure of nucleus. Students, as you know, within the nucleus there are chromosomes. These chromosomes are the gametic material because of which the parent character is inherited in the next generation or the baby. Now students, remember, this number of chromosomes present in the nucleus, they are fixed in number. They are always fixed in a number in a particular animal. For all the animals, the number of chromosomes are different but fixed. Say for example, Say for example, the number of chromosomes in human being is 46. We have 46 chromosomes in human cell, that is 23 pairs. There are 23 pairs of chromosome. Now if this 46 chromosome, when the cell is dividing, this 46 number has to remain constant. If the number of chromosome becomes, instead of 46 it becomes, say 47 or 48, or even if it decreases by 45 or 44, then the baby cell is not going to be the identical cell, just like the parent cell. So during the cell division, the number of chromosome has to be maintained same, constant. Otherwise, the new cell that will be formed will be completely different from the parent cell, that is the original cell from which it has been formed. Clear, students? So, this mitotic and mitosis, as I just told you, we are having 23 pairs of chromosome. So, let us just see what happens in mitosis cell division. In mitosis, say we are having 2n number of chromosome, where for human being this n is 23. So 2 23s are 46. Okay. So when in mitosis, during mitosis cell division, when this cell divide, it is going to form 2 more cells. This is called mother cell, while the 2 cells which are formed new, they are called daughter cell. This daughter cell is also going to have 2n number of chromosomes, that is the same number of chromosome is maintained. So, this will be dividing by the same mitotic cell division and is going to form another 2 cells, that is total 4 cells will be formed. So, from one original cell we are having 4. So, this process continues. This is mitosis cell division. So, student, remember, in mitosis cell division, the number of chromosomes are remaining constant, and hence the somatic cells are undergoing mitotic cell division. Now, let us see what is meiotic cell division. Meiosis, we call it as meiotic cell division. Cell division name is meiosis, but when we put it in the sentence, we say it is meiotic cell division. So over here, 2n number of chromosome, this is the mother cell. Clear? This mother cell divides into 2. But in meiotic cell division, these are the daughter cell. Daughter cell. So this is daughter cell over here. In meiotic cell division, the number of chromosome is becoming half. This is the main difference between mitosis and meiosis. So what happens is, in meiotic cell division, the number of chromosomes are becoming half. So the daughter cell is not going to have 2n number of chromosome. For example, for human being, here mother cell is having 46. But the daughter cell is now going to have only 23 chromosome. That is, the gametes, egg and the sperm are having 23 chromosomes and not 46 chromosomes. I'll just explain the reason why it is having 23, or why the reproductive cell undergoes or increases in number by meiotic cell division. This further divides to form another 2 daughter cell, but it will be by mitotic cell division, where the number of chromosomes are remaining same. So one mother cell or the parent cell divides meiotically, and finally 4 daughter cells are formed which are having half the number of chromosomes. That is, for human being it will be 23 number of chromosomes. Now just let us understand why gametic cell or the reproductive cell undergoes by meiotic cell division. I will just rub this, students, and make you clear. During the reproduction, as you all know, students, egg fuses with sperm. This is female gamete and this is male gamete. Gamete are the reproductive cell. So this egg suppose it was having 46 and 2n number of chromosomes, then what would have happened? Let us just see. Say this is 46, over here 46, when they fuse together during fertilization, then the new offspring that will be formed, it will be having total 46 plus 46, that is 92 number of chromosomes. And as I told you before, each organism should have constant number of chromosomes, same number of chromosomes, then only the offspring will be looking just like the parent. Over here, the parent is having 46 and the daughter is having 96 chromosomes. Then obviously the daughter is not going to look like the parent, correct? So for this, what happens is, this sperm and egg, that is a gametic cell, they are formed by meiotic cell division. So initially when they are formed first time, they are from the 46 chromosome, but now because they have undergone meiotic cell division, instead of 46, it has become half, that is 23. So sperm is having 23 and the egg is having 23. So during fertilization, both are going to get fused together. So it is going to be 23 plus 23, meaning the new body, that is the offspring, will be having 46 chromosome, that is a human being cell. Clear? So due to fertilization, whatever new offspring will be formed, new baby that is formed, will be having 46 number of chromosome, and thus it will be looking just like the parent cell. Clear, students? So mitotic cell division is only for all the different type of somatic cell. Somatic cell, again students, I repeat, somatic cell are those cells which are not taking part in the reproduction, all the cells other than the reproductive cell, while it is only reproductive cell which is going to take part, or which is going to get formed by meiotic cell division, where the number of chromosomes are becoming half, and thus when the new offspring will be formed, the number of chromosomes will be maintained constant, and thus meiotic cell division is required for the continuation of the species, while mitotic cell division is required for the growth of the body. Is that clear, students? So I think so. About cell division, I am very clear. For the diagram, how it is formed, that you are going to study in your 11th standard, how the cell number of chromosomes are becoming half or why they are remaining same. For that, diagrammatically you will be studying in your 11th standard. So that is all about cell division, students. Hope you have enjoyed this video and you have understood nicely what is mitotic and what is meiotic cell division, why it is required for a body. Okay, students? So, goodbye till we meet with the next video. Goodbye, students.